Hi guys, welcome back. Dom here, day number 31, the end of January, a few days late. We're now 3rd of February, but no one's gonna really care, are they? Okay, so today, final video on this topic of getting started in 2023. Now, it's not the end of it by any stretch of the imagination. There's just been 31 days worth of videos, including day 0, so make that 32. We've given you some tips, some pieces of advice from our perspective, particularly from my perspective, about how I would take someone from not necessarily 0 to hero, but from off the couch to getting back started. And one of the things, and you'll see by today's title, we're talking about the long game. You see, I'm not a big believer in 7, 14, 28-day challenges, 6-week shreds, none of that. I know that you'll see that from a marketing perspective, and that's encouraged to obviously get you in. And if it gets you in and you stay and you keep going, then for the gym it's worked, and for you it's also worked too, because it's obviously hit a nerve to help you get started, and that's just what marketing is really all about. Whereas what I'm more interested in is I'm more interested in working someone who sees that the game that we're playing, and this is the game of life, is a longevity game. We are here to live longer, to live stronger. One of the things that I use, athletic, strong, anti-fragile, all those catchphrases, but at the end of the day I want to be here significantly longer. So as you can see by this, it is a long game. The plan that you've written, that you've mapped out, maybe you've even started, maybe you've even put it in a bit of paper and you haven't looked at it for a few days. Well, I want you to go back and I want you to grab that again. And again, it doesn't need to be another app. It doesn't need to be a Trello board or a Kanban this or whatever. It simply needs to be a simple A4 bit of paper, roll it up into quarters, okay, plus maybe a 5th column down the side, and then cycle it across there. What are you going to do in cross quarter 1, cross quarter 2, cross quarter 3, cross quarter 4? And today I'm going to simply offer to give you that template. All you got to do is comment down below long game, and I will get your details. I'll message you, we'll have a bit of a chat that way, and then I will send you that information, or even send you to a link where you can go and download that, should you not even want to have the conversation with me. So go figure. But you're going to need to give me accurate name and accurate email, because without that you ain't going to get it. Now, here's the kicker. It is a long game. As we said before, restore, rest, repeat, keep going. None of this stuff happens for a finite period. It keeps going. It's an ever-going evolution. And regardless of how you are, old you are now, look back. So I've been on this planet for 5 decades, going into our 6th one, and I can look back at every iteration. You know, I go back, early days I played soccer or football, for those of you who are from the UK like I was. Yes, I'm an immigrant too. We played football growing up. And then obviously being in Australia, then Aussie rules come in, and then when you moved into another state, you might have been a rugby league or a rugby union person. Even had stints at playing baseball. I liked little athletics, didn't really go to a club, but I could run like the wind. Not necessarily a long distance runner, but you asked me to sprint, you asked me to throw things, heave things, be explosive, then that's what we did. We then fell into karate. Karate was one of those things, and obviously the neighbors were boxers, so we got a little bit of boxing going on at the same time too. And then at some point in time, I got interested in more martial arts like Muay Thai, and started coming home with black eyes and the likes. You know what it's like. From there, we then moved on to the different evolutions. We were then involved, we were swimmers. We swam, we did the 5 a.m, follow the black line. We did the 5 p.m, follow the black line. We did Royal Life Saving, whether it was at the beach or whether it was at the pool. We did that. We spent our summers doing this. As you can see, this is a long game. There's an ever-going iteration. Not once did I do just one thing. And then went to uni and stuff become a bit more hit and miss, and I played Gaelic football and hurling, and that's where all the scars have come from being opened up, hitting by the hurl while I'm trying to catch the ball. And then we've moved on to other sports. Again, the gym. The gym became my place to go. And again, young, dumb and full of whatever, go, if you don't understand that, they go watch Bill and Ted's Adventure. And then you'll find out that we were in the gym. And then there was the bodybuilders, and then there was the powerlifters, and I was drawn to the powerlifters, so lifting that heavy weight. So I've done that too. A few little hiccups along the way, a little mild hernia from not really practicing too much, no real skill set, just going in and grunt. So squat, bench and deadlift, throwing some stuff around, and then we come out of that and we start to work and we start to play and we do some other things, and then we find some other things along the way, and we've still got the gym sitting in the background, and you see CrossFit comes along, and then you see mixed martial arts, and I've had my opportunity to go and do that, like at the age of 46, stepping in to the octagon and having my noggin snouted by someone with a much significant reach. Bodyweight training come along, got into other stuff. You know, whenever I fell into my deep dark hole in my late 30s and 40s and health wasn't so good, I moved into those things. So Spartan race, Tough Mudders, those types of things. Seal Fit, for those who are familiar with Seal Fit and Kokoro. Some of the, you know, 24-hour, 40-hour, 60-hour immersions. You know, wanting to do the Spartan death race, taking on the 50 or 100k trail run just for the sake of, fuck it, why not? Not really training for it because I didn't really care about what the time was. I just wanted to start, and I just wanted to go, and I wanted to finish. So whether it's 50Ks in 6 hours, 9 hours, or 50Ks in 12 hours, who cares? You meet some people along the way, iterations change. We come back, we get back into martial arts again, we do this, we do that, and then I'm getting back into the gym and I'm starting to lift heavier again. See, the whole way through, to simply demonstrate this to you, none of it's been finite. You know, I've tried the keto, the paleo, I've tried intermittent fasting, I've tried this and tried that, and I'm just happy. I'll eat what I want to eat. I'll have chocolate, I'll have takeaway, I'll have desserts, I'll have coffee. I'm not really a drinker. I'm not a smoker. I'm not into recreational drugs. Never really have been. So, you know, that side of it, I don't get. I don't get the taking something to take the edge off at the end of the day. Because for me, taking the edge off is trying to turn things off. I read a lot. I take more in than I can remember, only to then, I remember that one day. It is a long game. So from me to you, from here on in, you'll get some periodical stuff from me. We may do another series where we might dive deep into some things. And look, I'm not going to say mindset, mental toughness, resilience, grit, blah, blah, blah. For me, it's a head game. There are some things that I've learned from consulting that can help us in the fitness side, and there is some stuff that we see in the fitness side can help us in our work side. You see, because we don't need to have pieces of paper to prove that we're an expert. I don't need to have a six-pack or walk around and take selfies of me in my fucking underwear to prove that I'm good at my job. I don't need that social gratification because someone's just ogling on you, because who gives a shit whether you're in your hot pants and your crop top in the middle of the gym and you're bitching about someone staring at you. You're doing it for fucking attention. You see, I'm interested in playing the long game. I'm interested in when my kids are older, and they are now. One is 16, turning 17, one is 20, turning 21. And I still want to be their dad. I still want to be the person who can get up off the sidelines and go and join them and do things. When they decide that they want to have a partner and a family and kids, then I also want to be around that I can do that too. I don't want to be some decrepit old granddad that can't fucking well bend over and pick up his grandchild, or get down on his hands and knees with ease and crawl with his grandchild. I also don't want to be the person that can't walk my dogs. They deserve to have that, right? They deserve to have me do that. Yep, because I am literally the shit picker-upper. You see, it's a long game. And I think it's about fucking time, excuse the language here, but it's about fucking time that a lot of you people out there realize that. The longer you're on this earth, the longer that you can contribute, the longer that you can also enjoy the time. I don't get, excuse me, the fat pieces of shit who come home from work thinking that because they're earning all this money and then sitting down like a decrepit carcass on the lounge and feeding shit into their face, or knocking this back or smoking that or doing this or shooting up that shit just to cope. You are the people that when I am out in my 60s and 70s and 80s kicking everyone else's ass, enjoying my kids, hiking, motivating, going to whatever, and still maybe rolling under some barbed wire, that you decrepit old fuckers are sitting on the sidelines wishing, just wishing, that all that money that you earned, you could actually now use it. Instead, you'll be using it, of course, because you'll have that live-in nurse. You'll have that person who's helping you wipe your own ass. You'll have that person helping you tie your shoes because you can't even see your feet. Yes, I'm pissed. But really, I'm not. I'm sad. I'm sad for you people who don't fucking get it. Live longer, live stronger. The fancy shit, it works for a bit. The stuff that's been here for the decades, the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, when we had basic PT in schools, still works. Push, pull, bend, squat, twist, lunge. Do something that involves a whole lot. Work in your core, have a good trunk. Don't eat like a fat piece of shit. Move, get out, walk, get sunshine. Don't burn the candle at both ends all the time. Get some sleep. Drink some water. You don't need a fancy fucking message for that. You also maybe don't need a person like me swearing in your face like that. But maybe someone like me you might resonate with. Who knows? And if you don't, then that's fine. Easy, simply unfollow. It's not a message for you, it's a message from me to myself. And maybe if some of you might get that. So we're at 11 minutes now, time to finish. If you want that 12-month plan, the map that I've got, ask. Dom, down the bottom, long game. Can you send it to me? Yes. I will ask you some questions. How old are you? What's your goal? Where are you going from? Are you after weight loss? Do you not give a shit about weight loss? Do you want to get stronger? Do you want to get fitter, faster, whatever? Or do you just want to simply cruise along? Want to be a bit better? I've got a bit of aches and pains. I just want to get over them. Then good. I just want to know what that is. Some reason why I'm giving it to you in the first place. Because I can give you anything. I can give you the best plan. I can give you a year long worth of programming. I can give you your meal plans and all of that stuff. The reality is, if you don't do the fucking work, no one's going to do it for you. So if you're not going to do the work, don't waste your time or don't waste my time. It's a long game. Go play it.